Hi beauty fam, welcome back to MikiCarrBeauty. Today I'm going to be reviewing the new Lancome palette holiday 2024 curated by Lisa Eldridge. So if you're interested, then keep watching. Remember to subscribe, comment, and like below, and let's get this review underway. Okay, so I ended up picking up this beautiful Lancome holiday palette. It is a 6-pan palette. It's not meant for the face. It's really, I think, really just meant for the eyes. And it is limited edition. It's called a color palette. I mean, you could try this on your face, but I think for me, what I found is that the shadows are primarily shimmers and there's no mattes. So it would be very shimmery to put on the rest of my face. I ended up picking this up at Macy's and you can get that on Macy's. And then also I think Lancome website for $89. Limited edition eyeshadow palette created by Global Creative Director of Lancome Makeup, Lisa Eldridge. The Celestial Rose palette is our star of the season, featuring 6 dazzling and high impact shades that capture the colors of a holiday night in Paris, including Midnight Sky, a deep blue with shimmer with glitter inspired by a starry night; Diamond Snowflake, a dazzling silver white shimmer with glitter that emanates Parisian winter; Star Glint, a shimmering peach gold that celebrates the golden statues that decorated the most majestic monuments in Paris; Celestial Rose, a glimmering champagne pink which plays homage to the iconic Lancome Rose Gold Holiday Edition; Mystical Brown, a beautiful brown shimmer reminiscent of walking through beautiful gardens; Paris Starlight, a muted shimmer that captures the city's sparkling lights and reflections. As precious as a jewel, each shade has been embossed with a mesmerizing starburst pattern. On the outside, a rose gold metal box features the legendary Agora rose, embossed on a leather-like effect stamped with starry sky elements. So this is Midnight Sky, Diamond Snowflake on top, which is more of the white shimmer; Star Glint, which is the shimmering peach. And what is not translating here is that there's a flip to this shade. There you go. You can see it's like a yellowish peach and a pink. Celestial Rose, which is this one here. Champagne Pink. Mystical Brown, this is the one up here. And then Paris Starlight right here. Something I did notice was that the bottom labels of these are mixed up and don't correspond correctly to the shades. And I think what is flipped is that it says Celestial Rose is the bottom middle one, but that's the brown one. So these two are flipped, just a little thing. These are made in Italy, so you're getting the kind of renowned Italy kind of quality. The packaging is stunning. It is beautiful, and I don't say that word often. I feel like that's a very influencer word, but really, out of probably all of the holiday packaging I have seen in a while, I think it's beautiful. I mean, it does come up with this kind of leather-esque kind of case here. There's some raised little divots of kind of like they're like faux diamonds here at the stars. And it's just beautiful, beautiful packaging. And just even the way it came in the box, it's very much looks of how when you get things like books or limited edition packaging, you have the ribbon here that pushes it up in the package. So it's meant to be left in this package of this special edition box of Paris and at night with this rose gold kind of motif here. So beautiful. It'll make such a beautiful gift to oneself or to a loved one who loves makeup. So all of these are shimmer shades. There's no mattes, but I don't ever feel fussed with that. I actually have plenty of palettes where I'm fine with them being shimmer shades. And I ended up getting this because Lisa Eldridge is the creative director, so anything that she does I'm always interested in. I know that I love her brand, so I always kind of am curious about what she releases on her brand, but since she's the creative director of Lancome, you're always curious to see what she puts out there as well. It also came with like 1 or 2 lipsticks to limited edition. They weren't really my shade, so I passed on those. And it also came with a gloss, like a very shimmery silver white gloss. I am chock full of lip products and glosses, specifically of Lisa Eldridge, and I am trying to get through those, so I'm trying to be really more selective about my purchases, although lipsticks are really hard for me, as well as eyeshadows. So why don't we go into the review. Here's the final look that you're seeing, but I think it is a beautiful limited edition, very special holiday shimmer kind of eyeshadow palette. Okay, beauty fam, let's get this beautiful holiday palette from Lancome on my eyes. Again, this is the Celestial Rose palette. Taking a Sonia G worker brush, and then what shade is this? This is Paris Starlight. This one here, the pink one, and it's like a pinky beige color. I'm actually going to take this off here so I can use the palette mirror. It doesn't go back all the way, which I prefer in mirrors, but that's okay. I just want to see what this would look like as a one and done. Oh, this is so pretty. This is like a very pink shade. This could definitely be a one and done. And to build up a little bit more depth, what I'm going to do is grab kind of a crease shade, outer V shade. This is the Sonia G from earlier this year. It's more, basically it's the brown shade, and I'm using that to build up depth in the corner. These are very pretty shades. These are very easy shades. I don't even think these have to be necessarily holiday. These for me, because it is on a color store that is a bit on the lighter side for me, I could use this all year round. Super pretty, easy and delicate. So I'm using that deepest shade. It does have like a purpley shift to it, at least on my skin tone. Just smoking that out a little bit. I'm lowering the light because I think it's blowing out the look a little bit. There we go, pretty. And I'm going to take a Sonia G Worker Pro. And there's a bit of a purple in there, I can see that. Just layering that on. So pretty. It's a very forgiving blue. It's an easy blue to use. I actually want to use this as the liner. Pretty. Oh wow. Okay, so what I want to do is use some of that. Actually, I'm going to use some of this color here. This is, I think the names here are wrong. To me, this looks like it's switched. So this says it's Mystical Brown, but I think this is Celestial Rose. So I think if you get this palette, just check out the names because I think they're backwards. I'm grabbing a Katie Jane Hughes brush number 15. It's kind of a flat edge. And what I'm going to do is like run that underneath here. So for me, on my skin tone, this is showing up more like a champagne color. And then I want to have some depth on this. So I'm grabbing a pencil brush. This is from Sonia G, going into that blue shade again. And then just kind of smoking that out underneath here. Liner. And if you ever have a dark shade you're a little intimidated to use, you can always use it as a liner. And I'm using that on the top actually. What I'm finding with the layer of these three colors, actually this brown is actually turning into like a taupey purple shade on with the blue tapped over it. So it's really pretty. So don't be afraid to, you know, put the colors on and then layer them, because even though it was brown, it's turning into almost like a purpley taupe color with the blue on top. So pretty. You know what's really pretty is these two shades together. The pinky peach with the blue. It looks so pretty. So I'm just gonna take a little bit more with my finger and just kind of run that over again here to give them more of a an accent. And I'm just showing you all 6 colors for the sake of this video. You don't have to do that. I just want to try all of these so I can report back to you how they are. Okay, so we're gonna use this probably here. Oh, it's not even yellow. It's a shift. Oh, fun. I thought this was a yellow shade, but it doesn't even, it has like a pink flip and gold at the same time. Oh, so fun. I don't know if you can see the difference. It very much reminds me of a Pat McGrath flip. I hope it's gonna show up on camera here. So you can, it almost looks like, okay, so on this here, you can see it here. In one sense it's yellow, but then on the flip right here, which is the reflection, it's actually pink. So it's like a duochrome for sure. You can see. I think that would be the, there's two shades in here that have a flip. And it's this yellow one here flips to yellow and pink, and this peachy pink one, it has a peach and a pink flip. You can see right here in the mirror. And almost, I would say, this blue one, it has a blue and a purple in there as well. So fun. Wow, I love, this is why makeup is fun, of trying things in person. Just, it looks different than on the PR materials. Okay, going into this white frosty shade, it says it's a diamond snowflake. It's this one here. So, ooh, oh, even fun. I actually want to do more looks, but I want to get this video up. I could see one using these two shades and it being fine. Here, let me just swatch those together. That could be a look in it of itself. Those two together. I'm just going to take a Rephr 23 brush and this diamond sky color, and I want this to be kind of a like a under my eyebrows. It doesn't really match, but I just want to show it to you. Let me go in with, I'm feeling the need to show you more of this like pretty taupey shade. And I want to bring it up a little more. And because it's a holiday look, I'm kind of showing you like a really vampy look, but you don't have to, not vampy. It's like a lot of makeup on my eyes, but you don't have to do all these colors. You can just do one or two and it would be fine. Everything is very subtle, but very elegant. Let me just add a little bit more. It's more of a champagne, this bottom one. This one here, for me it's champagne. So fun. I'm really, really loving this side of the palette right here. These are very much me colors. Also here, these are pretty basic too, down here. Like you don't have to go into this like, this side have more of a cool look. You could definitely do any of these, actually 2 or 3 different shades together. Okay, so that is one side. Yeah, let me finish up the other side. Okay, I'm back, beauty fam. I did the rest of my makeup. I finished with the Valentino blue liner. This is Blue Niagara, such a beautiful blue sparkly shade, and that's on my top lid. And you'll very rarely catch me doing a video without a wing liner, so I finished off with SURRAT wing liner. This is in the blue shade right here. So, and then I had mascara on. Actually, let me add a little more mascara on the bottom. Okay, with MAC Giga Black on the bottom. And then for my cheeks, I used an older SUQQU blush I had, and this is in the shade Bright Pink, or the Japanese name right here. And then on my bronzer, I have Hourglass bronzer on from the Deepest palette. People keep calling it the Lotus one, but it's actually, I got this in the special packaging. I use these two as bronzer. And then on my lips, because this eyeshadow was curated by Lisa Eldridge, I grabbed like the most pinky, kind of pinky neutral color that will look good on me, and that's Velvet Fawn. Such a beautiful shade. Velvet Fawn and her Velvet Formula. And then I grabbed a liner. I don't have Fawn liner, but I grabbed a 2C lip liner from her Lip and Enhance collection. And I grabbed like the latest gloss I had from her, and this is the shade, I don't even know if they make this anymore. This is Go Lightly, and it has like a beautiful peach color, and I just layered that right on top, right onto Velvet Muse, so it had a little bit more of like a less matte look, a little bit of glossy but kind of a neutral look. Okay, let's talk about this holiday release. I think it's beautiful. You know, I ended up getting this because I thought, well, 2 reasons. A lot of the other holiday releases have been either non-traditional or I wasn't really interested in them. So there was the Chanel holiday look with really bright colors. I love that. I have that review. I'll link that above and below. And I see that collection from Chanel as more of like a holiday party kind of collection. And you have to be not afraid of color. So it's not going to be for everyone. And then there was Dior, who came out with a collection with beautiful packaging. I just don't like Dior's newly reformulated eyeshadow formula with their quints. I ended up getting the Celestial Purple palette, which is this one right here. And I thought, well, this is definitely more my color story. And then the rest of the Dior release, the only thing I might have been interested in for the Dior collection was the highlighter, but I decided not to get it because I ended up getting the Chanel highlighter, and I just ordered the Hermes limited edition one. So there's only so many highlighters one can get and put on one face. And here is the Chanel highlighter. Okay, so once I got through the overspray on the Chanel highlighter, I really like it. It almost has like a pink shift, which works really well with this collection. There you go. So pretty. I think it's such a beautiful holiday highlighter, and it goes really well with this collection. Okay, so let's talk about the eyeshadow palette. As I had said before, the reason I ended up getting it is because a lot of the other holiday releases I was not really interested in, and it's been a long time since I tried Lancome. And so when I saw the packaging and of this and the color story, I was intrigued, and I haven't tried Lancome in a while, so I thought, why not try it? But moreover, Lisa Eldridge is the creative director who curated this release. I think it's such a really pretty holiday palette. I think you don't have to wear all of these shades. I'm looking forward to using these again and not using all the shades. I kind of just want to use for one look these two here, or like these two, or even you can just use two shades and be done with. I think the embossing is beautiful. It'll eventually go away, so I don't buy packaging or makeup based on embossing, but it's a nice added feature. I think the packaging is beautiful. I think this is what we think of when we think about luxury beauty or a holiday collection. Like, this would make such a beautiful gift for somebody. And for that price point, I think it can be a beautiful gift. And the packaging, it's not flat. There's some two-dimensional, three-dimensional, there's some raised features on here. And there's probably like 3 little like glitter rhinestones here. It's just beautiful. So I think either a great present for somebody who likes holiday makeup, but like a very approachable colors, or even yourself if you're looking for a palette and none of those Dior or Chanel releases kind of scratched your itch. I think for me, I was kind of looking for kind of a little bit more of a basic but beautifully packaged holiday release, and this is it. This is definitely scratching the itch. I actually think this eyeshadow formula I do like better than Dior. Let's talk about the shadows. It's not, there's no mattes, and they tend to be not on the dry side, but they're like definitely shimmery, powdery. They remind me a little bit of like Viseart meets, Viseart shimmers meets maybe Charlotte Tilbury quality, if that helps. I don't think they're like particularly creamy. They are made in Italy, so that's what also drew me to this palette, is that it might be like a baked gelée formula. And what I do like about this is that it's shimmery but not glittery. There are a little bit of glitter particles in the blue shade, but there's not fallout like you have with shades or like palettes like Natasha Denona, or even Natasha Denona or Pat McGrath. And one thing I wanted to show is just how this looks with a light on. I have my camera light on and just showing you the sparkle with this palette. It's so pretty. Definitely get the sparkle for the holidays. And again, I used all 4 shades. You don't have to use all 4, but for the sake of the review, I really wanted to show you how special this shade of this eyeshadow is. So if that was fun, beauty fam, give me a like, comment below, and subscribe. And as always, please be very kind to yourself and others, and just be you. Until the next video, beauty fam, take good care. Bye.